What's the word looking ass niggas? How y'all doing? Welcome to Boxed Out, where we box out your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your auntie bullshit, you know? And we back with a two-man episode. And you know, when you see us two, we're talking about one thing. Some anime. We're talking about anime today. And the topic today is a good topic to be talked about. We all know how in the big three, One Piece and Naruto are the two most popular, and Bleach is the outcast, even though Bleach deserves his respect.
Yeah.
But in particular, today what we're going to be talking about with Naruto and One Piece is the war arcs. And if you don't know, we're talking about the Marinefort arc and the Great Fourth Ninja War arc. We're going to debate which arc is better, which arc is, because both of them are good arcs. Both of them are considerably,
Goated.
But at the same time, as people that seen both of them, want to compare about which one we thought was better, what we liked about one more than we liked about the other, or we disliked about both of them, But
So, first things first, I want to say spoil alert.
yeah, if you're not caught up in Naruto or One Piece, this is your time to exit the fucking video right fucking now.
Yeah. So for me, I had chose Marinefort. When I think about a war compared to Naruto and Marinefort, it's just like Marinefort was like pure chaos with the fighting and the development of the fights, of the different people fighting, the different strong people of different crews and the admirals and all of that. And as slowly over time, more and more stronger people were getting revealed during Marinefort. Where in Naruto, to me personally, I feel like the only scene that was really a war was when Madara had dropped down when he first got revived and he fought all of those people. Everything else after that, it just felt like a huge jumping. It didn't really feel like a war. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like a coordinated attack of the whole planet on one person. That's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that can be considered a war, but I'm just saying like it just literally was just a coordinated attack. Or more of what I would say, the coming together of the different nations more than it being a war.
Yeah, and I was one of the people that disagreed with him. I understood that most of the Fourth Great Ninja War arc was basically them versus Madara, but I disagree with it not feeling like a war arc because when you get what made me disagree first off is we all have a common enemy of who we're finna go to war with. What made me disagree also is that we all have a common enemy, but also that common enemy has different people that he's playing chess with. Like Madara was a pawn being controlled by Zabuto. At least we thought.
If we all seen the meme, it's like a puppeteer to a puppeteer to a puppeteer, and
right.
it's like Obito to Madara to Black Zetsu to what's her name? Kaguya, then Kaguya to some, you know what I'm saying? Technically the cycle keep, the cycle keep going.
Right, and it was like, we seen how Madara was so-called supposed to be the pawn to
Black Zetsu.
Black Zetsu and Zabuto with him using the reanimation. Well, what made me see it as a war arc is before they even led up to Madara, them fighting the real Madara, they also had to fight reanimated people from the past where there was Granny Chiyo, motherfucking Azuma, or what is that nigga name that used the bonus? He actually one of my favorite. Kimimaro. Like they had to fight people like them, and then they also had the weak soldiers that
random people,
the random alliance shinobi. They had to fight the white Zetsu. So that's what made me disagree with it not feeling like an arc, because To me, that kind of felt like an argument. At the same time, I could see why people would say that that's not technically a war.
See, the reason I'm saying there wasn't a war, that was more like an invasion, an infestation. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't see it in a capacity, because technically you can say an invasion or an infestation can be seen as a war. You know what I'm saying? Depending how you phrase it. But it was just like once again, I'm saying that was more the coming together of the world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody putting everything aside and like, damn, we got this problem. I know normally we fight each other and say fuck each other and be trying to stop each other from achieving greatness, but I can't do that if we don't handle this. Let's handle this right.
All right. So let me put it in like a real world perspective. So say America and Russia, they don't get along with each other. Like, all right, let's do the 5 nations. Let's say America, India, Russia, China, and let's throw Saudi. Let's not do Saudi Arabia. Let's do Japan. Those 5 countries. All 5 of those countries, they basically represent the Kage, right? And why I say that is because the Kage did before Obito interrupted that meeting. They didn't see eye to eye with each other. Like they were still beefing with each other. So where the point a war could go off at any fucking second. Why I bring that up is if people that if people that beefing with each other go to war, like are going to war with each other, if they could put their common differences aside to fight a common goal, then that must mean that the enemy is that fucking big of a threat that Russia and China and America is working together to fight one person.
Yes and no. It's like you can say like the rules of war, but also like just the rules of fighting in general. Like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's like, it's kind of one of them things that's like what you expect. Like when they come down, when they like how you said with war, when it come down to it, our livelihoods and our being able to live and just exist is being challenged. Of course we gonna fight for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a given. It's just the fact that did somebody else join in on that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they also, like, yes, that is also our enemy, and we would like to make a coalition to make things, to get our agenda off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was saying, like, the Great Ninja War wasn't really a war. It was just really showing, like, the Naruto world, where it finally coming together, and it's an understanding of the great powers that be, and understanding the ranking of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because after that, like, everybody know the reason why Naruto made the world peaceful was because after everybody saw what Naruto and Sasuke could do, they didn't want to fuck with them. Like, I wouldn't want to fight them.
Hell nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
controlling tail beasts and all that. But also, like, I feel like Naruto did his best. I'm gonna say they did his best that they could, but I feel like they tried to do as best as they could to try to make it feel like a war arc, with incorporating the 3rd Great Ninja War arcs and all those flashbacks and all that into it, because they felt like the 4th, with them only having a common enemy, everybody having a common enemy, then it would be less of a war feel. So I feel like that's why they implemented some of the 2nd and 3rd Great Ninja War flashbacks into it.
No, I see that, but also it's like, you know how it is. Like, it's like exposition and telling the story. And so you remember some of that was filler.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So like, that don't count. But the exposition, when they was like explaining, like, when they, even though they was trying to come in together, they was showing us glimpses and pieces of like, bro, we don't fuck with them. We don't trust them. Like, remember, the motherfuckers sent the nuke on us. The motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They did this. They sent the tail beast bomb. They da. You know what I'm saying? Like, why should we trust them? You know what I'm saying? Like, or like they was revealing history, like in the past and stuff. Like what happened to the Uzumaki? I don't know if y'all don't know what happened to the Uzumaki clan, but the first Hokage clan, and the Uchiha clan, they came together.
Got rid of that.
Yeah,
So
because they felt
was
they.
too fucking popular.
That's what I'm saying. They felt it's not only that they basically had the best stats. Not only are they live for a long time, they have high amounts of chakra, high regenerative stats. They also have sealing jutsu, so anybody they fight, they can stop them from using their ability. But that's a huge tangent. But what I'm saying was the difference between Marinefort and Naruto was you actually saw the different stages of the war. It wasn't just a big fight or big jumping. You see what I'm saying? Like, even though there was parts of the war, like how you were saying, but I would argue that was more of an infestation, a more of a invasion. You know what I'm saying? Of the white Zetsus, than you calling it to be a war. You see what I'm saying? Because Naruto just popped up out of nowhere. They knew how to deal with the white Zetsus, and then Naruto was just popping up. Like, when he got the chocolate cloak, and he was just everywhere, solving everybody's problems for him. So, but what you was finna say though, brother?
I was gonna say what also made me strive to picking the Ninja War more over the Marinefort arc is the emotion behind it. Like, not saying that Marinefort didn't have emotion behind it at all, because that's the complete opposite. But at the same time, I get Luffy is fighting for his brother. Ace is trying to convince Luffy to not fight his battles for him, and Whitebeard is basically trying to shape up the get the new generation in position to take over the pirate era. Like, I get the emotion behind the Marinefort arc, but at the same time, when you have literally the whole country having to come together and put mind you, like you just said, niggas still in the back of their mind is like, bro, your village is literally fucking what's the
your
planetary devastation, my shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, remember when y'all backdoored us in 1887? Remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all types of history about Konoha that people don't know about. Like, even I don't know about it because I didn't read the light novels, like the books about Naruto, and they got stories and stuff like that of old time Naruto and the strength and stuff like that, And they are very wary about each other because of the history. But like you were saying,
they very Naruto does a good job of displaying emotion. Like, again, not saying that One Piece doesn't, but to me, I feel like Naruto did it to a higher standard. With, all right, you got. Let's fast forward to the ending. I'm gonna do it from the ending and go back. Let's fast forward from the ending of the war arc. Well, do you count Sasuke and Naruto as part of the war arc, that fight?
What are you talking about, when they were just fighting themselves?
When it was the ending, the final fight?
I don't really count that because that's what was a war.
Right.
What was it's just two people.
That's why I needed a point of view. All right. So from the ending of the war arc, from Naruto talking to his dad, basically catching him up on everything about life and all that shit. That was that almost made my ass tear up, especially with me losing my dad. So that's one. Then you got fucking Shikamaru having a fucking push. He couldn't even display his emotions in the middle of the war after losing him and Ino after losing their father. Then you have to earlier, before they even start fighting Madara and Obito, they had to encounter Azuma again and show him their improvements that they made while he been gone. It's just little shit like that made me even the Kakashi and Obito fight, where they did a good job of displaying them when they were kids as they were fighting, and them as adults while they were fighting.
I understand that and the way they transition in between the two, but that wasn't war though. That to me.
No, I'm talking about emotion now.
No, I'm here, but that's what I'm saying. Even with the emotion, I see what you're saying, but those were just, to me, that was just a series of fights. Everything everything about those fights, those matchups, it was about to show you about emotion and the change and the time and the understanding of all of that. But like you say, you want to talk about emotion. The Marinefort, it also had funny moments. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing funny about
they had a like, I wouldn't say like how Marinefort had high funny.
Like when.
All right, let's clear this up. Where do we start Marinefort? Where are we starting Marinefort?
When they actually get there.
Like, are we talking about Whitebeard them, or are we
I'm talking about with Luffy. When Luffy get there, that's technically
like not input down.
Are we no, I'm talking about when no, that's technically not the war.
Yeah, I know. I'm just for people that that's watching.
That's like that so spoiler alert again. But I'm saying like that's not the war. The war is when he actually get there and everything. Like after Whitebeard did that wave thing. He did his move and made that wave, and they was coming hella fast to
them jumped out the sky.
That's what I'm saying. They jumped. That's the part. That's the part I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna lie. I give you that, Luffy.
That's the beginning. That is the very beginning of the war. You know what I'm saying? Right before everybody get to swinging on each other and people backstabbing and claiming they set and everything. That's how I feel. But like. The funny part that was in the war, like when Luffy grabbed Buggy and Mihawk, the greatest swordsman alive, chopped that nigga up into noodles. Into noodles. And it, you know what I'm saying?
See, even when Shanks pulled up and had to convince Buggy to save Luffy's life like that, even in the middle of them damn near finna kill Kobe. That was funny.
Mm.
Even when he was finna kill Kobe, I'm like, damn, you finna kill him for standing up? That's crazy. But like I can vouch the Marinefort did have some funny moments, like shit. Even even when Boa didn't know who she was gonna fight for, like fighting if she was gonna defend Luffy or fucking fight for the Marines.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you watch anime, you should have known that she was gonna fight for Luffy.
That's
like I already knew. Like I ain't no green bean, green strawberry. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
But I deadass never really looked like until you said Fourth Ninja War wasn't really a war. I never really sat down and broke down.
Like yeah.
The criteria of it being like
a war.
Was it actually a war and such? And that's why I was like because I'm one of those people. I'm non-biased. Like I like Naruto and I like One Piece the same.
Yeah.
So I can pick an arc that I like more from each show more. But I kind of got behind the Fourth Grade Ninja War more than the Marinefort arc because I'm not gonna like every anime is gonna have some moment where it pisses you off, like especially in specific arcs. So what two things that made me side with the Fourth Grade Ninja War over Marinefort is one. Remember when Kazuma or Akaza was convincing Whitebeard pirates that Whitebeard was going to sell them out.
Yeah, that one nigga.
That one nigga ended up stabbing him and was like, "Really, bro? You really think you really gonna believe an admiral over somebody that's been your fucking captain for
I ain't gonna fake. I didn't like how he forgave him. Like
for real, like that's what I'm saying. That's the moment that pissed me off. And then of course the fucking how Ace died. Like I get.
See, I understand that lava is hotter than fire, but the thing about both of that shit is technically, like, so.
He lost his cool to a yo daddy joke.
It's not even true, but it's the fact that I don't see how he still don't have no type of like heat resistance.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like I completely understand, like why, like how he died and all of that, and the logic behind it is like hotter and stuff like that, which kind of don't make sense.
He didn't even have to use hockey for
That's
it.
what I'm saying. It just was like
You hold ace in the sense.
it was like what they call devil fruit weaknesses.
Yes.
It was just like one of those like, and I was just like that don't really make sense.
Because if two Logias fighting, right, and he didn't use hockey to punch Ace. So that means
they didn't
exclusively say that he used hockey. But if Luffy can take a punch from a normal human and not feel it without them using hockey, and he's a Paramecia, aka mythical zone type, how the fuck is Ace a Logia getting punched without hockey and the hole is just...
So basically what happened was he didn't turn into fire. He took the punch. So if he would have turned into fire, the punch would have went straight through the fire into Luffy. That's what happened. If y'all don't
think of it like that.
Like that's like, I don't know if I'm correct, but that's my head canon. Like he didn't turn into fire because we all seen it when it went through his chest. It was blood, and it showed, like, not to be too gory, but it the mangaka tried to put he tried to portray that the skin looking like a protrusion, like how if you know when you stab a piece of paper, how some of the piece of paper it go in the hole like that. That's what it kind of looked like on his chest.
What made me think that he could take that punch and just turn to fire is because, like, remember when he pulled up on Whitebeard and Whitebeard, the teleporting Blackbeard pirate, he shot him and he just, like, the bullet just basically turned into flames and, like, just fire just popped up on him?
Yeah, so that was kind of like, so that's another thing. So, with Crocodile, he's able to reflexively turn into sand. Mm-hmm. So even if he's not paying attention, if something touches his body, he can just turn into sand.
Right.
So with that was kind of like Ace. He had already turned. He literally turned up the heat, and he had like a heat wave over him, like a heat shield. Mm-hmm. Fall. Bullet hit the heat shield. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But what else? Well, another thing about Marinefort, like, it felt like it was more at stake. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we actually lost something. At the end of the war, we knew Naruto was winning.
I wouldn't say more was at stake between the two, because
I understand, like, it was the whole world versus, but it was also that too.
I was finna say that for One Piece too, like, because the winner of the war was gonna shape the new world. That's really why it was like, because the winner of and you could say the same for fucking Naruto. Like, the winner of the world of that war was gonna shape the new world, whether it's motherfuckers gonna be sleeping or Naruto or Sasuke, whoever won they fight, shaping they fucking world. So it was like, in a sense, both of them had the same thing at stake.
Yeah, but like the thing is, it was like the thing about One Piece, we didn't know that what the fuck was gonna happen. We knew Naruto was gonna get through that shit, and Naruto was gonna databayo his way through the shit, and he was gonna be fine.
And for a second we thought it was gonna go like a smooth little cruise, like a smooth roller coaster for Naruto. But then the writer was like, nah, I need to start writing Madara. Like, he made Madara so OP. One, he killed Naruto and Sasuke, and both of them came back to life with new power-ups. But the writer himself said he made Madara so powerful, he didn't know how to kill him.
He wrote himself into a jam. Like, I ain't gonna fake it. At that point, I really would have felt like the only way to beat Madara, it would have took a combination of, like, everything. And I'm talking about a combination of the best taijutsu with the best ninjutsu users, and the best genjutsu user, like it would have took everything combined at the same time. No BS. No, like you would have to, or
because how did they beat Kaguya? Did they seal her?
Yeah, they sealed her. What they do? So they all punched her at the same time, and then when she got punched and she was dazed, they sealed her.
Why couldn't they just seal Madara? I mean, because you
have to be able to actually like catch him, and they wasn't able to like.
I mean, because didn't that nigga have like a
Because I don't know.
I can't think of the name of it, but like a double. He had like an invisible double that they couldn't see or something like that.
No, yeah, limbo clones.
Yeah.
He had limbo clones, and technically, so like, I don't know. So you do the little jutsu, and they become a Shinra Tensei. Y'all know what that is. It make the little ball, the almighty pool, and it makes the little ball, and you can make the planet and stuff like that. We've seen the move multiple times, but most notably when it had happened against Naruto, and he was turning into he turned into the tail beast right before he met his father for the first time. That's what I'm saying. So like, I feel like it'll take too much for Madara.
Yeah.
Just like how I said, it'll take all of the different types of stuff at the highest echelon. Like,
he took all 8 gates. He took all 8 gates. He took a fucking tail beast.
Mm-hmm.
He took a fucking shot. He took a Sharingan and a fucking Rinnegan.
Mm-hmm.
He took a fucking Susanoo.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like,
at that point, like what else could he take? But I think we're gonna wrap it up out here. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have any comments about the Marinefort arc and or the
4th grade Ninja War
arc, please let us know in the comments below. And yeah, we just gonna leave it at that.
Yes, sir.